What's going on, y'all? It's your guy, the 10X Closer, and this is a segment of the Garage Billionaire podcast. And real quick, this goes for the consumer and the business man or woman. And regarding services, you can really tell someone that's not necessarily serious about utilizing your services or purchasing your services just by some of the questions that they ask. And I'm going to give you one today. Now, this may not apply in every situation, but 9 times out of 10, it's usually the case. If you have a product or service, mostly a service, and you put out an ad out there and somebody comes and the first thing that they ask you is, how much is this service? Now, there's only so much information you can actually put in an ad. So for the consumers, that's the wrong question, right? So when you call a business, before you ask the price of a service, you want to know what that service entails. Therefore, you're purchasing value, not a service. So if you don't know what the service entails in detail, what you're going to get for your money, it doesn't matter what price I give you at the beginning, you don't see the value. You have to see the value in what you're purchasing. So for the entrepreneurs, if you're offering a service, and I'm talking about, relatively high ticket services, you don't automatically start off with the price. If someone asks you the price, you let them know, hey, before I give you the price, let me explain my service to you. Let me explain what you get. Because let's say, for instance, you're running a service and that service costs $2,000. Once you tell that person that the service is $2,000, they don't really hear anything else you got to say after that. So you could be selling the hell out of the service and they're just not going to see the value. Because first of all, they weren't a serious buyer. And second of all, you just punch them in the gut with the cost of the service. So now they're not really paying attention to what you're saying. It's just kind of like, well, I'm not paying $2,000, so it doesn't matter what you say from here on out. So my tip is, don't, unless it's a product, or basic service that has a flat cost or whatever, something simple as, let's say, a haircut. If I'm cutting hair, it's $40. That's what I charge to cut hair. And even that may vary, but you can pretty much, people are expecting to pay that for a haircut, which I find, is expensive nowadays. I come from the days where haircuts used to be $8. I'm showing my age, but long story short, buyers don't start off with asking the cost of a service until you actually know what that service entails, because you don't know the value. You don't know what that service is actually going to do for you. And my sellers, don't start the conversation with the price, because you're going to be wasting your breath, and most buyers are liars anyway, and they're not serious. So sell the service, sell the value, I should say. Tell them exactly why they need it, why they need this service, and what this service is going to do for them. And then you tell them the price, because from then on out, they can be like, well, damn, I'm going to get a lot for X amount of dollars, or X, by paying this is going to really change my situation. But anyway, long story short, that's that. Don't start off the call or question with how much is this service because you don't know exactly what you're getting. So your service needs to be value based, and whatever the buyer is buying, you're supposed to be buying value. And that's it. That's all I have for you. It's the 10X Closer. And this message was brought to you in part by the Garage Billionaire podcast. And make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, turn on your notifications. All depends where you're seeing this video. So, keyword value. Know the value before you know the price. Then it makes it easier for both parties.